When you are looking for a large caliber lever action rifle for hunting, reliability and strength are the key factors of the choice. This is the Pedersoli repro of the model 1886x71 Winchester rifle and is chambered for the trusty old 4570 government round. When you play with a lever action rifle, the smooth action is always a proof of quality. Today we are in the WB shooting cinema in Hungary, an excellent way of understanding your rifles and your skills for instinctive shooting. This shooting cinema and range is located close to Budapest, and it is the only of its kind in my country. This interactive range simulates 80-meter shots, perfect for the open sight hunter. The lever action concept is still with us, and it is one of the fastest actions available. In my opinion, it is faster than bolt action or straight pull, as it allows you to keep the butt in your shoulder and the head on the cheek piece while changing targets. Fast and comfortable, the best things for hunting. Although it was designed in the middle of the 19th century, it is still the hero of driven hunts. Hello ladies and gentlemen, we are in Gardone Vatrompia again with Stefano Pedersoli.
Ciao, ciao, Alex.
Ciao. And why we are here is because I'm here every year. I want to see what is changing in the Pedersoli factory because they are always thinking about something new. And this time, what's the topic?
This time the topic is, first of all, the second step, the evolution in terms of technologies of our production during the last 2 years, starting from the 2022. We have increased our machinery capacity with the intention to working in a more modern way, to increasing the quantity of product, reducing the lead time, and increasing the quality as well. In different departments, we have a new machinery to make, new machine to make the receiver, new technology inside the barrel department, several things, a new system to keeping under the tolerance all the size of our parts.
And which product are you focusing on now?
Yes, I think that the new product, when we are focused on, are maybe, I think, the beginning of everything, because during the last year we have developed or we have reviewed all our modern lever action line, introducing during the 2013, after the introduction in the catalog of the 8671, I'm referring to the Boardbuster family. But in 2 years ago we decided to review it totally, the design of the lever of the Boardbuster one, and with the intention to reducing the price and increasing the capacity. We have worked to the technologies.
Your 1886 has a very good reputation on the market, so now you are aiming to reach, let's say, the lower cost levels and compete in that category as well.
Yes, well, the 86 is, generally speaking, more expensive compared to other kind of lever, because is more complicated. Is enough to look at the dimension of the bolt, to the style of the elevator, to understand that is another kind of mechanism compared to other kind of lever. Our goal is arriving to providing a very good rifle with a very good quality in terms of mechanic, keeping the price pretty
reasonable level.
Pretty low. But you understand that we are talking of an 86. We are not talking of other kind of lever in general. For what we have done with the muzzle loading in the past, we would like to arrive to provide to the customer a high level in terms of lever action rifle. I like to say strong like a rock, but it plays like a violin. It means providing a mechanic very, very strong, like is the mechanic of the 86.
Yeah, Mr. Browning was clever with that design, so it takes a lot, of beating.
This is why we really love the mechanic of the 86, but very smooth during the cycling. So all the parts working together have to be very smooth, very light during the opening and the closing. So Strong like a stone, but play like a violin.
Okay. Can you guide me through the production of the rifle?
Oh, yes.
Let's check everything. But I want to check everything.
And when you say everything, you mean everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see those secrets. I've been using my Pedersoli 1886x71 rifle for hunting now for more than a decade, and it never failed me. We know each other well, and this would be one of the very last rifles for me to keep. The first part of this two-part series will introduce the way the receivers are made and the wood stocks are manufactured. Second part will cover the barrel making and assembly. Please subscribe, switch on notifications, like, comment and share. Please support us on Patreon. Your support is vital for keeping the channel alive. We are also present on History of Weapons and War. Please visit both platforms for exclusive content. The procedure starts from a forged piece of the frame. The metal used for this part is a type of nickel chrome molybdenum steel designated as 18NiCrMO5PB. The pieces are hot forged in a series of closed compression dies to reach the final form. Forging has advantages compared to casting, as the high pressure compresses the metal. This eliminates voids, refines the grain structure and increases toughness. Forged components have uninterrupted grain flow, resulting more structural integrity compared to cast parts. Therefore, they are more suitable for firearms. The forged receiver blank is formed to its final shape by machining. This is done in the factory and completely new machinery installed this year. All stages of this process are done on computer numeric controlled automatic machines that are capable of autonomic work in 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. These machining centers create a final product that requires only chemical finishing. Traditional polishing is not anymore necessary in the case of the receivers. The process is separated to two stages that start with setting the 00 point as a reference for further work. After the first phase is complete, the future receivers receive two securing lugs that are screwed into the holes on the receiver. These locking lugs are assuring that the 00 point is kept in the upcoming machining stages as well. The machining centers are fed with magazines holding a dozen of receivers. These magazines are fed through two ports and they are moved to the working location by robots. The machining center does its own quality control during the procedure, so if it detects any problems, it is capable of laying away the current batch and continue with a new one. When the second stage is finished, the receiver is nearly complete. Due to the high tolerances at this stage, the fit of the spare parts must be already perfect to minimize handwork and to reach complete interchangeability. Both the receivers and the bolts are machined from the same forged material on the same CNC machining centers with the same tolerances. Superior surface finishing with tight tolerances improve mechanical properties, lifespan and corrosion resistance. The dimensions of the final product are checked on computerized digital dimensional quality control instruments. The acceptable tolerance is 0.02 mm in case of the working internal parts and 0.02-0.05 mm in case of the dimensions of the outer surface of the final product. The wooden stock is a key element of the rifle. The raw material's high quality is essential for durability. The planks are purchased long before they are used for making gun stocks. They are dried on the air till the moisture constant is reduced to 13 to 14% maximum. This can be aided by drying machine also. The walnut used for the 1886 rifles arrive from two different sources providing two types, American and European walnut. Although both woods are excellent for gun stocks, they need slightly different finishing as the American walnut is a bit more porous. That has to be closed properly when applying the finishing oil layers. The planks are cut to blanks, matching the future rough shape of the stock part. The procedure starts with carefully inspecting the plank, looking for cracks and rough spots that would ruin the final look. The spots are marked with a special tool on the other side, so they can be avoided when drawing the outlines of the future cuts. The 1886 rifles have a buttstock and a forend made from the same wood. When placing the pattern on the wood, the grains are carefully inspected so they run longitudinal with the axis of the rifle. This will result the finest physical strength. The best is when the lines follow the curve of the stock. The blanks are machined to the future shape on CNC-controlled woodworking complex and the copying machine. The procedure starts with setting the 00 point as a reference by drilling the first hole into the grip part. This will be the control point for all other dimensions. The machining and the turning of the stock is done in 2 stages on the CNC working centers. In the first phase, the roughly cut planks are machined so they will be able to accept the receiver and other metal parts like the butt plate. In the next stage, the copying machine turns the blank to its final shape. At this stage, the surface is still rough, and there are several parts that still need hand finishing. These spots cannot be reached by the tools of the CNC machine. The next phases are solely done by good old-fashioned handwork. The receiver and the stock are fitted by hand. The red compound is a special paint mixed with oil. The key here is to arrive to a complete fit. The red color marks the wood where it supports the metal parts. The goal is to achieve a complete imprint on the wood surface meeting the back of the receiver, so the largest possible surface will support the receiver during the recoil. Fitting is done when 95% of the wood meets the receiver. This will be a pin for securing the... okay. This kind of handwork needs a lot of skill, and it is inevitable today. But as computer-controlled machines are evolving, probably it will disappear in the near future. The next step is grinding and polishing the wood and metal parts together, so the meeting edges will have a perfect alignment. The final polishing is done with hardened M50 and 200 grit sandpaper. The wood and metal are marked together now, so they can be fitted together again when the metal parts come back from bluing. The checkering is made outside the factory with laser engraving, but after it's done, the burnt parts of the grooves are cleaned, so they will not be visible on the final part. The final phase of the production of the stock is the finishing. This is done solely with natural oils. These are mixed with staining compound to allow slightly darker color after each layers are applied. The oil is hand rubbed into the pores, closing them so the wood will be more resistant to moisture. The quality of the final finish is dependent on the layers applied. This is a time-taking procedure. Some of the wooden stocks receive a quite modern finish as well, a layer of silicone. Although these finishes are not traditional, they can serve the extreme hunter well, offering a secure hold even in wet weather. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the second part coming soon. Until then, stay cool and keep your powder dry.